there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
Welcome to the Hive.
Welcome to the Hive. That's what they're holding.
Is it called the Hive?
That's episode name right
I
there.
know. I mean,
Hopefully they'll give us a sponsor.
Yeah, we gotta read it though.
I don't know.
Read that.
Yeah, we got
Nice. There we go. Just adding my time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if talking beyond. Shout out Caleb again. But I don't know if but I seen people posting on Instagram, and they're like, actually, he might have sent the postcard he sent me. Might have said, "Welcome to the Hive." I don't know. Kind of swiping it right from Beyonce. Is he not Beyonce? The Beehive.
The Bayhive. Isn't the Bayhive?
The Bayhive? I don't know.
I don't know. They call it the Hive though. I don't know.
They have
I'm
no idea.
not a Beyonce fan.
Yeah, nice drink. Hit a sauna last night. Fixing up the old resi. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted right now, Jim. I'm disappointed.
I let Todd in on some bad news. I don't know if you want to bring up what the. I mean, we're all.
Well, no. Good. Tell your thing, and then we'll get into my thing here.
So last night,
Heart's broken.
Yesterday at work, we lost the account, whatever. Where this new company's coming in, and they're finally like, okay, we're bringing everybody back, like everyone who wants to come back. Like essentially, you just have to interview real quick. You're back,
Right?
Done deal.
Formality.
Okay, exactly. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, done deal. We're good. And they post the jobs, and I don't backtrack a little bit. My computer died at work Monday. I go to turn it on Monday morning, completely dead, won't turn on. So I've been having to do everything off the phone, and it's just like a bitch to have to like hundreds of emails. I'm just going on the phone, and it's horrible. So they send this thing through an external link, and I'm like, I'm not doing all that on the phone. And so I finally go see where the rest of my team's sitting, because they sit away from me, and everyone's in a panic, you can tell they're beat red, and something's amiss, and I'm like, I don't know yet, and I'm like everything good, and they're like, no, definitely not good. Have you been applying elsewhere? And I was like, fuck, what what has changed in the last 72 hours, I guess, since Friday? But they're like, no, the wage, what they posted as the going rates are way lower than what we're getting paid now. So they pretty much lobbed off $10K and said you're going to pick up 500,000 more square feet of buildings to manage.
But that's for sure. They've given you an offer with that, or you just heard that?
No, so that's what's posted. So I finally I'm like, okay, exactly. I'm like, these people, I got to see. I gotta figure this out. And so I go on to where they posted the jobs, and it says job offers starting at 72,000. It says offer. So I don't know if that means negotiate your way into something better, or it's a take it or leave it. I don't fucking know. So they hit me with the old 10 grand chopping block. And so most people are hitting the highway, and I'm not even going to go through the process. And I'm like, fucking money's money. I mean, jobs are hard to come by.
Right.
Money's money until I find something new. I'd be dumb not to hang around if that's an option.
I mean, it's 72 though. That's still, I think 1K is in the budge, no?
I mean, it is, but that that's a before taxes 72. It's a different ball game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely not
ideal. It's not ideal
at all. And so now I'm like, fuck, really fixing up the resume now, and yeah, just a bitch. But I say that all to swing over to Todd. We were thinking, we had big dreams.
Well, I still have dreams, but I think Rye brought it up, Kev. We're thinking of a Trough headquarters, a Trough house on the right next to the high school. Beautiful ranch home, 3-bed, 2-bath. 39.50 was the rent.
That's really not.
It's really. I honestly might still just
pull trig
and find because it's brand new washer dryer, Kev, brand new gas stove, backyard, garage, beautiful, legit house. Arch is gonna love it. Us three, just a couple of 3 bachelors, just running amok, living life. We're gonna call it THC, Trough Headquarters Corporation.
I think was the CB we're looking for. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Like I could probably still make it work, but I'm like, fuck. I
mean, 1,000, then I'll pay the rest.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how much. If I got paid 10,000 less, how much a paycheck is my? How much less is my paycheck going to be every 2 weeks? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, yeah. So 26 paychecks divided by 10,000. I don't know.
Honestly, I think I think I made less. Do you know what you make an hour ish?
38, or that's what I make now. I think make now. I don't know. It's
somewhere
in the 30s.
Okay, so yeah, I swung living when I lived at Alvin's Corner. That was 1,300, and I was making 31 an hour.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
But then you got
because are you just getting straight cash, or are you putting stuff into like a 401ks or stuff what else is your paycheck going
there's
to?
Stuff going into say, you know what I mean? There's like I'm splitting it up a little bit, and that's what I mean, like that. Yeah, right. After the taxes and the all that bullshit's taken, it's like I don't know. I got to do some real calculations. So maybe that's something we work on this upcoming weekend, because. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, it just, you really got to be cautious about the money. That's why I'm like, I just live. Yeah, I have enough to save up and do what I want. It's like, there's no more do what I want.
I mean, what are you thinking for your next go around? You're gonna stick with Minsu here, or you gonna?
I'm staying with him for a while. I mean, it's still a pretty good price. I have like 1 or 2. I'm probably trying to apply to a couple of places that I just found. Try and eventually get out of that spot. But yeah, I'm definitely.
I mean, would you be down for the Trough boys or no? It sounds like. Oh no! Zero excitement there. Wow.
Hey, I get it. You just been living with the randos. Sometimes you just need your own place. Hey.
That's what I'm thinking right now. Or at least I am looking for myself too.
Yeah.
Well, then we got to put the full press on Boog when he gets here and just say, hey, no more. He needs to be like I told him, go substitute teach.
I think that's what he's gonna do.
And then get your teaching credential. Boom, easy money. He's got I mean,
Jim, I really think you could swing it. I really think you could swing it. I really do.
I could too, but like, my thing is, I'm just saving money hand over fist living at home right now. Like that's
right. But then think of it. How much you go into it now, like 6 months down the road, you don't know if you're going to be making more at that job. You don't know, like.
I don't know if I'm going to be making less. I don't know if I'm going to have a job. Last time they did this, they cut me after 2 months. They brought everyone back, and then they're like, all right, now we know who we need, who we don't need. See you later. So that's where my hesitation comes in, is like, I'm literally in the middle of possibly a new job. You know what I mean? Like, it's all. That's why I'm.
Yeah, see it.
Got hesitation. That's where I'm at, where my head's at.
Fuck.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna still call him tomorrow. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll figure it. I mean, it's literally it's pretty perfect for what I need, at least.
Exactly, and it would be perfect for me to move. I mean, it's like it is it's a perfect situation. We'll talk financials this week, and like I said, I gotta figure out.
But it's been on Zillow for 20 days, so I'll call them tomorrow and say like, hey, what's the story? Because that's another thing. Maybe we can go lower.
Yeah, if they're really.
What if I'm like, hey, we'll sign right now, 37. Be like, boom, you're paying 700 in rent. Boom.
Okay, then we got a different story. No, I mean honestly, like 1,000 is as good as you're gonna find anywhere.
Oh, I know.
That's why I'm like, it's crazy, but yeah, I mean, we got to figure it out. Well, that's the other thing too. I don't pay for food. I don't pay for dick, and that's where it's so. And that all changes. Like when
you just live. It's just gonna be down the street, so you can always just go to dinner.
Stop on by.
Yeah.
No, and that's honestly like when I lived in Reno, I ate so much cleaner than when I was out here, just because I was like eggs are cheap, meat's cheap. And
Yeah.
It was just literally like I would cook bacon and eggs for breakfast on sourdough, and then just
boom.
Yeah, like meat with something for dinner. Yeah, way clean. It's so easy to eat like shit out here. So easy. Let's talk about it. I'm for reals. Yeah, like I said, they just sprung that number on me yesterday, so kind of a curveball to us all, but yeah, fucked up. Crazy.
It's tough.
It is tough. What's also tough is I went back to the doctor for my shoulder because I'm like, I went in October and he's like, hey, if this doesn't get better in 6 to 8 weeks, like if it's not getting any better, like come back, like we'll figure something out. So it's been 3 months now, so 12 weeks, whatever. And I go in and I call and I'm like just trying to make same day appointment, you know, kind of risky to do, but they're like, hey, doctor's not in, like you can see the PA though,
physician's assistant.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's fine, like I really just need an MRI. You know what I mean, I just need him to write me a script for an MRI so I can get that and be on my merry way. So I go in there and you still got to mask up at doctor's office. It's
oh my God,
absolutely insane. I'm like, what?
I thought this was gonna change in January here. Fuck.
We all did. No, but like I walk in, I walk to the seat. She's like, "Oh, if you could throw a mask on, please." I'm like, "Do you think I just have them?"
Yeah, I know. What the
She's like,
fuck?
We have them up here. I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Like, thanks, but no thanks. But anyways, I go in there. The PA walks in, and in walks like a girl behind him, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
What are we? What the fuck is this? So I don't.
Was she
know.
hot?
Decent looking.
Nice.
But I mean, that's aside from the point. He goes, "Hey, this is." I think he introduced her as his PA, so it's like a PA's PA. I'm like, well, how many?
She must be learning how to PA.
It's fucking.
If you know what I mean.
Crazy though, and he's like, "Hey, do you mind if she does the like
exam
on your shoulder, and like I just watch and I'll observe, and like are you fucking like?" Am I getting a discount? So, like, I better not be paying the same as I would for my my real doctor.
Yeah.
Crazy, but I'm going to. But I'm like, yeah, obviously. Like, what do you say? Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, see you later. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So, like, she does, like, the whole thing. And I think something's torn in my shoulder. I mean, I get an MRI Monday, so more to come. But I think I tore something. And then this past week and before I went in, the reason I went in is this guy from jiu-jitsu's like, hey, I'm going to get you a book on like bulletproofing your shoulder. There's a guy that talks about, I forget his name, but he talks about like bulletproofing your ankles, your knees, like your shoulders, like just getting it strong so you don't get hurt, whatever. He's like, I have it somewhere, I'm going to find it. So he's at his house looking for this book, and his girlfriend's like, what are you looking for? And he explains the situation. She's a physical therapist, and she's like, why don't I just take a look at them? And so he calls me, and he's like, hey, if you can come over this weekend, like she'll take a look. So I go over there, and I'm in the middle of like just an office in Campbell, shirt off, and she's like examining my arm, and she's like, yeah, I think like your scap is like detached, like not like from the ligament. She thinks the ligament's detached from the scap, and it's like not moving, this and that. So she's like, I would go get an MRI. So that's what led me to get an MRI.
Gotcha.
So I go in. This PA is like doing everything with my shirt on, and I'm like, hey, like we need to diagnose this. Like we need to look at like the muscle groups, please. Like let's. And so she like finally gets done, and her diagnosis, which I'm gonna be so pissed if it's fucking correct, is bad posture and a weak shoulder. And I'm like, bitch, I don't just wake up one day with a weak shoulder. I'm like, the disrespect, like
Bad posture?
This is crazy. And so she says this, and I'm like,
She basically said you were faking it. I mean, for the most part.
that's I'm like, this is like this is crazy. Okay, whatever. So the guy's like, I agree with your assessment. I'm like, okay, like I need a third opinion.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah, can I get a real doc here?
This guy's like, I'm gonna run some tests. Like, take your shirt off, and I'm like, thank you. And so like, I'm flexing so hard now. This bitch said I had bad posture. I'm like, like fucking veins popping, and I'm like, god damn. And so he does all these tests, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think we could fix it with just some physical therapy. And I was like, I need an MRI. I was like, honestly, I've had so many issues with my knees and shit. I was like, I just need an MRI. I was like, that's the only reason I came in. He's like, like kind of offended that I didn't trust his that, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not. So
Or I already saw a physical therapist. She said get an MRI.
That's what it's literally what I was like. She suggested that I get an MRI, and that. Yeah, I mean, I walked into that place wearing a T-shirt, and she's like, "Oh my God, is it your left shoulder?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, you can tell your collarbone's like." Because when I slipped and fell at the Garrett, remember when I was 11?
Like way back in the day.
It never got set, and so they think I dislocated it, and it just like got set funny. Like it sits so much higher than my right one. So I walk in, and she's like, "Oh my God, like it looks like your shoulder is like so low there," and I was like. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
You gotta have your bullet, baby.
Yeah,
Your
the Ninja
bullet.
Creamy.
Your Ninja Creamy. Yeah, she was like an immediate diagnosis of like, yeah, go get an MRI. Like, stop doing jujitsu. So naturally, I went back to jujitsu Monday.
Yeah.
And
Gotta get those rolls in.
Gotta. And I'm like, fuck it. I can go up until I get an MRI. Once you get the MRI, you know what I mean? If something's torn, you don't want it to be worse. You don't want them to find something new going into surgery. But up until then, fuck it. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a shit show. I mean, it's just downward spiral.
Yeah. Fuck.
Good. That's the other reason. It's like if I got to pay for surgery, that's a fucking fat dent in the pocket. I don't know. That's if I have to get surgery, it would be like right before Mitch's bachelor party, though. Because that's
Still got to go. Or Boog takes your place.
Yeah. No, I go. I'd not golf. I just sit in the car. That's like the only thing I couldn't do, I feel like. But I have to go. Yeah, I was gonna say something. I gotta talk to you off about one of the group chat today. Hilarious. They texted Mitch on the side. The one with Dube.
Yeah.
So good. But I can't say no. Feel disrespectful.
To Dube?
No. To someone else in the chat, though. Sorry, Jig. Oops.
Beat that out. What's the time at?
No, he's good. What have you boys been up to? I feel like it's been forever. I don't know if we took an extra week between or if that was last time. I've been all fucked up. What's been going on? Arch is growing, too big for a crate now.
Arch is growing, driving me nuts. His fucking boner comes out every 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, he gets a little too over anxious or just a little too excited.
So what's like? Do you like push him away when Arch is getting red rockets? Are we like?
I'm like, put that away, put it away, because I'm like, he's not understanding that, like.
Way too early to get fixed. Can't get fixed. His balls haven't even dropped out.
Well, no, and I'm probably not going to at least consider that until he's like a year old ish.
Year two. Yeah.
But I think it's just he gets a little overexcited, and then I do the enforced snaps, but then like when I know that I'm going to be out longer, I try to leave him out longer, and then that's when it's like a kid that had too much candy and he's just going bonkers off the walls, and then he's not listening, and then I go, when I let him out to pee, I go unleashed. And if it's towards the end of the hour or like an hour and a half, he's like running through the courtyard. And I'm like, fuck. And then he gets a big fucking spank. And then I'm like, you're in your fucking crate right now, you motherfucker. And then Rye just laughs because he thinks it's hilarious. But, but I mean, I will say the fucker sure is cute. And a lot of chicks dig him. So
How much is he weighing nowadays?
He's probably close to, he's at least 35, I'd say.
Jesus.
30, 35. Yeah, I picked him up, like, because I had to, like, scoop him up. I'm like, oh, fuck, this is getting a little, yeah. And now I got him an attachment to sit in the car, but it hooks up to the seatbelt. No, not the seatbelt. It hooks up, it's like, it hooks up to the child seat thing. So it's like if you have a car seat, you put it, like, there's hooks on the back of seats.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, he has to sit and stay there.
Right.
He's already slipped out twice, but
once he gets bigger, there'll be no slipping.
no, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to take him in that. I'm driving down to Pismo tomorrow night with him in that.
With
so
him?
yeah, so hopefully he'll be okay. But yeah, it's been a wild ride with them.
So
yeah.
you're going no cage in the car now. You're just all.
Yeah, because you're just getting too much, and he's like a month away from being way too big for that. Yeah. So, and I wanted to get him more used to, because I would rather just like have him jump in the back and then chill, and he does sometimes, but he's still like a little antsy around it. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna keep taking now I like try to take him, like if I come, I'll take him here and we'll walk around Schallenberger and stuff, just because I want him to take him new areas, and then also just like, okay, here's a little 10-minute car ride just to get you all, just to get you used to stuff, and then I take him to Starbucks too sometimes, and then grocery shop. At
least he doesn't get car sick. I've been with some dogs that, like, as soon as you get in the car, they like throw up or shit themselves, and it is like a fucking disaster. Like, I house it. Might have been Rigetti's dog, where he's like, hey, just like, if you have to take the dogs anywhere, just like use the truck and throw them. Because he had like the hood on the back. He's like, just use that because they're gonna fucking fuck everything up. Like, but I think both of them were yonking. It was like, Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm lucky he does fine in the car. He's potty trained and he does really well in his crate. The only issue is he's very attached with like playing. Like, he doesn't know how to play by himself. It's like, oh, like, you need to throw this for me. We need to play tug. We need this. I'm like, buddy, I'm working. You got to do your own thing. Like, come on. And then he I'm like, you have a mountain of toys over here, but you'd rather be biting the couch by me or going to Ryan. And it's like, come on, dude, come on. So working on that. And then he hasn't lost any teeth yet, which was, I don't know. He's at like 4 months in a couple weeks. So
are they supposed to already?
Yeah, it's supposed. I think the 4 to 5 month mark, he's supposed to be losing his stuff, but he's still biting everything, and that's like their only big issues. He's getting better on walks, but yeah, it's the kind of have him not be all over me, not like when we're playing and stuff. It's like, okay, dude, like I got to work. Oh, exactly. Wait, yeah. I'm like, come on, buddy, here we go.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's better than having just a fucking shitty dog. You know what I mean, you could have so much worse if that's the biggest issue. I feel like they'll snap out of that. You know what I mean? They get the hang of it and they're like, oh, okay, like you're not playing with me. Let me go fucking shake my toy and fucking yas.
No, yeah, like and then like, or I'll give him a little the bully sticks that smell like shit, but they smell like shit, but it keeps them occupied for like 20 to 30 minutes. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Sticks.
Yeah.
So good. That's interesting that he hasn't lost teeth though. Do they just like, as they're eating, like crunching?
Yeah, I think sometimes they'll just fall out or pop out. Ew. But it also, I guess when they lose the teeth, when they bite and it's like their gum and it hurts them, they're like, oh, I need to not do that. Or I need like when I'm biting random chairs or furniture and stuff like that. So,
that's nature has a way. Fucking wild. Kev, what you been doing?
Not too much. I mean, just had our break, like little president break, like the ski week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you have full week off.
Got a full week off. So that's
Per
like maybe the Monday at my old school.
really?
Yeah.
I feel like that week. I feel like everyone gets the week.
Yeah.
Now it's all like ski week, right?
That's what. Yeah, that's. Do you guys? You don't call it ski week, do
It's
you?
called President's Week.
Okay.
Shout out. Also, Boog just texted, said he's getting the drinks.
Fucking guy.
Chilling over break. It was good to kind of work out like on a more regular basis. Just hanging mostly at home. So trying to get back.
What are you doing for workouts? You going with Todd and Rye? You hitting the gym? What's
When
the?
I'm at work, usually.
I know.
Well,
you have the
we
week
can
off.
we can take later times. Ryan and I were talking, get the big three back together here.
The big three. Wow.
Kev was our rondo back in the day.
The nine.
But no, yeah. So it was good.
It's that
Now we're just back at it here for work. Got hoops. Last game Friday.
We
Let's
rocking
go.
the undefeated season still. Let's go. That's crazy. If you have NJB and AAU guys on your team, there's no way you should lose to any other private school.
But wouldn't other schools have other guys too?
See, that's what I'm like. We're running into like I will say like we've had probably like 2 or 3 like good schools or like traditionally they have good teams.
Right. It's like I feel like they have one. Like you'll get like the St. Chris's where they're like it's like a powerhouse. I mean, every
Have you played
kid
St.
plays.
Chris?
No, we're not in like so like how we're split into like regional leagues.
Okay.
It's so crazy. It's like why would you not just like get to make your own schedule and
Well, that's harder to do though, isn't it?
And it's travel and getting there on time and like each grade has a boys and girls team. Like you're budgeting 8 teams.
Right.
For like 10-week gap. Like it's a lot. But yeah, we're going for it. Last practice was today.
wow, we do anything fun for practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean because we were outside because usually we have at least half of the gym or the full gym, but there's a girls game. That's
You go, hey, last practice of the year, take the fucking blacktop.
but no, it was just because they got to get their last
Right.
runs in, and so yeah, it was we got like a quad. I think all 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th girls are playing tonight from like 4 to 7
Jeez.
or something like that. But
John Owens ref.
Yeah, seriously, fuck.
no, went outside, did a free throw shooting battle to start, which I'm also thinking about because if we have this opponent on Friday, we actually could be good.
Mhm.
Because I was like, all right,
Come down to the.
so who do I want to catch these passes?
Look at that. Thinking.
The main like 3 guys who I thought were gonna be winning their battles were kind of raising their hands, so I had a good idea going in. But
I want it, coach.
yeah, so then we just did straight scrimmage work. So like the first part, I would walk in and stop them because I was like, all right, first part, there's no transition offense. I want us to practice our 2 plays
Right.
that we've like really never gotten right. So
Classic.
Sounds like the Cougs with one.
3 guys doing the right thing, the other 2 just looking around.
Yeah, schematically we can't really get right. So I'm like, stop. Like we got like so we're trying to get all this set up. So they do it okay. And then I was like, all right, second part of practice, know who your man is, know like we ball, like transition, all of it plays. And so obviously that just goes crisp. I think that got like I've split like my top players up on both sides, but they're still just getting it out. We got good shots. We're shooting way better shots. So I can't deny it. Like
Right.
like we get up by 15, we got to do plays, but until then,
Just go play.
yeah, we just get the defensive rebound and just push it. So yeah, but no, it's been fun. We'll see. I'm moving up most likely with them next year.
Oh, yeah?
If we get this undefeated bid, we're going to be running it in middle school.
We go in T-shirts for the undefeated. Are you allowed to do that? I know that they get sketchy at some of the schools where
I was thinking
if some kids
What about team party?
totally got a party going.
during school, after school.
No,
During school, so it'll be like during one of like their lunch, basically since I'll be off as well. I don't teach when they have lower school lunch, so we can just
a couple round table pies.
shout out Domino's maybe because that 2 for $6.99. Double up meat, couple medium cheese, couple medium.
Let's go.
There we go.
Go y'all, let's go. We
Maybe take them all to Homestead Lanes. Couple pictures of Cokes. Couple of pictures of Cokes.
Grade, we were like 38
Yeah.
38.
Oh my.
Like from 5th grade.
Oh.
All right, guys.
Hell of a
Get in the back of the Mazda. We're going to.
Yeah, all of you.
So, but yeah, no, Friday will be the last game, and then shoot, other than that, I don't know, just looking forward to baseball season coming up.
Fuck yeah. If baseball season for you, right? Or
Well,
for-
yeah, I'll still play in the Sunday League this year.
Are you coaching anywhere baseball?
Not coaching anything anymore. So yeah, just I'll be playing the rest of the Sunday League.
You talking practice brought up a great memory, but I want to ask you guys, do you remember like your favorite practice you guys like ever had, whether it be like the most fun, whether it's like the most memorable, like just your favorite practice for whatever reason?
I remember one, not my favorite, but it was after. It was, now looking back, it was so stupid, but in the 7th grade, we went 20-0, right? Mm-hmm. And we had a 21st game and the other team canceled. So our season was done.
Right.
And we still had gym time for a practice. And Coach X was like, all right, well, like, we'll just do like a super fun practice. We'll just do scrimmage stuff. And we had a great year, blah, 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 blah.
Like no more games.
No, there's no more games. There's no reason for us to be
There's
practicing.
nothing good that
There's
can come
no
of this.
reason. Literally, maybe about we just done like free or layups and stuff. We're all juiced. We're all pumped up. I think someone threw me a lob. I went, jumped up, and just destroyed my ankle on Mitch's. And I'm like, oh! And they're like, and then Coach like, all right, practice is over. I'm like, I broke my ankles the first time I broke it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or completely. Yeah, I went to. It was all swollen up. Went to the ER. They're like, we can't really do much right now. Was that Grandma and Grandpa? Grandpa was like pissed. He's like, I can't believe like you guys were, like, dude, it was all giving me crap.
so
I'm like,
funny.
I was really up in their house like this. And then I went and saw a specialist because then I was being crutches at middle school. And then I went and saw a specialist and it was still like swollen. That happened like on a Tuesday and I saw the specialist on Friday after school and it was still, and she's like, yeah, we'll have to get an x-ray, but just looking at that right now, that's broken. And the x-ray came back and it was, which I didn't miss baseball, but it was, I must have been around this time.
That's crazy. And I feel like the feet heal relatively
Yeah.
quick. You know what I mean? Especially like ankle. Like they hurt like a motherfucker for like the time that they're fucked. But it's like they heal somewhat.
But yeah, it's just so there was literally no reason to be practicing.
That's so fucking brutal. Oh my
So
God.
you look at your coach, it's like somewhat close to that with your family. Like,
No, yeah.
Rando.
Oh,
Yeah.
Would have got chewed out. Oh my God. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Damn, that absolutely sucks. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I ever got like hurt out of practice. Like I missed practices from being hurt, but like I don't. think there was
Senior year, I rolled my other foot on your leg, right? Or your foot.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
That is probably true. I was probably boxing your ass out, and you're going over the back.
No, yeah, we were scrimmaging. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was like rolled the left and like heard the ripple and the pop. I'm like, oh
Probably
fuck.
got to start the next game. Cousin
No, that was
dude.
before the season started. We were just starting practice.
God, what a time that was! Like open gyms were so fun.
Gyms were fun.
Like Big John Willie coming down. Like I mean, we were talking highest scoring games before this. If we're counting open gyms, I might have had fucking 17.
There were some battles at those.
I walked out of one because I was gonna fucking murder you.
I don't remember that.
He just kept, you know how Todd goes to the fucking you jump in the forearms
Oh,
in the back, and he just kept doing it, and I forget if I fell down on one, and I was like, I'm honestly like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him if I stay here. So I just grabbed my shit and I was like,
I don't remember that.
Get me when you get out.
Were my dad and everyone there, or was that
I
just?
don't think your dad was there. I think it was like one of the rogue ones where we were just.
We just went and.
It wasn't just like everyone was like Will was there, and I think
Yeah,
Will put it on
yeah.
ran it, but. Yeah, I was like, something else happened that day. I forget what it was, but I just came in pissed. And I was like, honestly, I'm a swing. Like, I just got to get out of here. Like, this is fucked. There he is.
Champ is here. Champ is here.
He actually went extra cup of ice.
Oh, I was kidding on the extra cup.
That's a TS.
That's a
bet.
TS bet. We got the Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
For you? All right, Kev, get in your little...
Sweet
Oh,
C. But the practice I'm thinking of, the most memorable one, Kevin, I think you were there for this practice, was we used to practice at Santa Clara Tuesdays and Thursdays. You remember the days? We were working at the Levy Center because Schatzman's dad owned the construction or worked at the construction company that did, DevCon, exactly. Put it all on. So we got Tuesdays, Thursdays, prime gym time at a fucking crazy gym. And so, yeah. And so, my dad would always do like fun shit. Like we do half court shots to end, to end practice or something like that. And fucking college court, none of us are getting close. We're in like 4th grade. Like it's like we're coming up way short, or we're just like fucking baseball tossing them off of the back. We're like no shot all year. And then one practice, fucking lefty Evan Ellsworth comes up, fucking sinks one. My dad's like, oh, that's it, everyone, we're walking to 7-Eleven. So we walked to 7-Eleven during practice. That was our practice. Like an hour and a half of it was, so it couldn't have been at the end of practice. But
I like that shirt,
to Sevy, getting
I like that shirt.
slurps, sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, plugging up top.
Slurps post practice.
Slurps, yeah. It was like instead of practice, yeah. Because I thought it happened at the end, but like we walked there, and parents would have definitely just been like, "Nah, you're coming home." And then Graham Moore, while we're there. Classic. If I went up to Grandma right now and said no samples, he'd lose his shit. We were at the 7-Eleven, and he was taking the small Slurpee cup and just like filling it like a quarter of the way with every Slurpee and like drinking it and being like, I don't want this one. And the Indian guy was like, no samples, no samples. And like yelling at Graham. My dad's like, I'll fucking pay for all of them. I don't care. Like, and just getting on the guy, but it was hilarious. There was one there on the table. Teej took
My
2.
B.
This guy gets you a soda, and all you can do.
My B.
Oh, BoogMeek.
Champ is here.
Champ is here. We love it.
When'd you get this? I might need to take that, baby.
What, T-shirt?
Yeah.
Fits nice. Is it a true classic?
No. Champ is here, baby.
All right, Boog. Reflections on the season. Right into the hot seat. It's hot and fresh out the kitchen. No mic check needed. Or you can give your signature.
Little bow.
Wow.
It was actually his birthday yesterday, so shout out.
Bo Nix?
Yeah.
How is he, 44 now? Got him.
I wish my birthday. Quick DM.
Did you actually? BoogMeek, pull out the DMs. Did you message Bo Nix?
Me, him, and Sean have a group chat. You know, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I got the ship. Unfortunately, we did not get the undefeated league season.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tough one.
Lost one, but better than losing the last one. I'd rather lose that
True.
game than the
Very
last
true.
game of the season. You don't have a sour taste.
and it kind of, hate to say it, but like, kind of had it coming.
Yeah.
The way we were practicing and playing, like we had gotten what's it called? What do you call it?
Sloppy?
Lackadaisical.
Yeah, just
Complacent. Good word.
kind of like our shit didn't stink. Like we had a
You lost that out of the Tiger, man.
barn burner against Santa Teresa. Probably shouldn't have won, and then we pulled it out. And then, yeah, but honestly, when you got to cut practice an hour short because your fucking coach got to go to the hospital, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's right.
So walk us. I forgot we haven't
That was-
podcasted
that was
since
on.
then. Walk us through the trials and tribulations of what is BoogMeek's shoulder.
Yeah, so just jumped into a drill because I didn't want like too many subs. I just wanted 3 teams of 4 for Shell, and I had done it before and like did one time through, and they're like, let's go again, and so went again. And
were you putting the work on these guys? Are you getting over and fucking?
Not.
Are you playing defense? Or you just swinging it on the outside?
No, I'm playing defense, but like I'm very like kind of just like parking myself in the middle.
Low hole.
Having guys rotate, like, cause I didn't stretch or anything like that. And then there was like a loose ball, and freaking
Muscle memory.
just freaking Sertan on the outside.
Oh my God.
Read it perfectly. Guy goes to throw a skip pass, and I'm like on his side of the court.
You're going to pick a skip pass?
And I just literally stuck the paw out to get it.
Oh,
and
you went the wrong arm. You got to go left.
Yeah. No, I went left from this side, and so I was like this, and it just hit it.
Yeah, you got to go. Big Mike, if he knew that, he would give you a dissertation and reach him with the wrong hand. But so you hit it, and you got caught on the ball, or the guy met you there, and you just
straight up the force of the pass.
Yeah. Just contact.
Oh my God.
Contact injury. So did you just go down immediately, like after?
Yeah. Ball hit it, and I fucking immediately grabbed Kevin Love, run off, and I was like, first I was like, no, and I turned the assist. I'm like, is it out? And he's like, it looks out. I'm like, fuck. I just kept saying, I'm like, fuck.
So these just
Were they kids in shock? That's got to be a shocking thing.
Well, I think no.
One of them might have shit their pants.
No, because I think at first they thought it was like a joke, and then the assistant's like, no, he's actually hurt. And I'm like, so yeah, I was like, where's the trainer at? And he's like, I think she's at soccer. And so I walked out to the soccer field, and I literally was like, please tell me it's not out. That's all I was like, I'm like, please tell me it's not out.
a trainer on site though. That's nice.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't pop it back in though?
Oh, they wouldn't?
Yeah, she's like, no, we can't. We're not allowed to do anything. And I literally was like, in my head, I'm like, Taylor in San Diego, trainer fucking.
But that might have been because that was during a tournament thing. They might have a.
Yeah, but
Right, like
still.
a different.
Because you're not because technically you're not a player, I guess.
Yeah, because the Loney trainer would have popped it back in, but we had a late practice, so he was already gone for the day.
Right.
Right, and you like signed paperwork to say, hey, if we fuck something, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can't sue them going back, but you probably didn't do that at Chris.
But yeah, so I had to fucking go to the hospital, and then so weird. I'm like, I need morphine. I'm in pain. Well, honestly, the pain wasn't as
Asking for morphine like a junkie is not going to get you morphine.
No, well,
Morphine.
no, but they said like these are the ones where we kind of throw everything at you guys because we know like you're in pain.
Nice.
And I'm like, but it didn't hurt as much as the first time I did it. I was more just pissed that it happened again. And then guy comes in, and he's like, starts like, and I'm like holding my fucking arm like this. I'm not letting go. And he like starts, he's like, let go. He's like, let go. And he like starts like playing around. And I'm like, are you going to try and pop it back in? He's like, well, we're going to see. And I'm like, with no fucking meds or fucking sedate, I'm like,
Just
what are we? Yeah,
fuck.
I'm like, aren't the muscles tensing up? So he's going, shunk, back in. And I'm like, you get it? He's like, yeah, I think so. Goes more, like puts me, like takes my arm more back, pops it. I'm like, did it just come out? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like,
What?
Kev's mic's off. Yeah.
I was fuming.
Yeah.
And then he like
That's
squirts it,
crazy,
works it,
though.
gets it back in again. This is all no meds. And then it still like, it was like, felt weird.
You just hearing like the goosh, like the
Yeah,
crunch.
well, like, arms like roll.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
That makes your stomach
I know.
he gets it in, and but it like felt kind of like off, and I was like, I don't know if you got all the way in. He's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, we're gonna, and then they were like full on, okay, we're gonna like sedate you and everything like that to like make sure. Then they gave me pain medicine, so I was like fine, and then like it was probably because like they said like what's your pain at first, and I was like
10.
no, I was like
That's what I
8,
said.
9.
8, 9's a good range. That'll get you pain meds without lying.
And then after when I was sitting there, I was like, honestly, it's like kind of like a 5 now. Like it's not. They gave me medicine, and then like my mom and dad came.
Shout out.
Varsity coach came, support.
Sax game.
Ledge.
And then I was sitting there because they thought it was still out. Like they were gonna sedate me, and we were waiting for that. And I was like, honestly, like it's not. It was way worse before he messed with it. And then the same guy comes in. He's like, X-rays show it's back in. We did measurements, and it all looks good. And I'm like, oh shit. So he did get it all the way in that second time.
Fuck.
Have we seen the specialist?
Yeah, they want to put me under the knife again
Oh,
Really?
fuck.
What
When did
is
you
it?
find that out?
today.
Oh, breaking. That's the title, Under the Knife.
Just a knife.
But I was gonna talk to you about. Do you have any problems?
I mean, it cracks all the time, but I'm throwing up 90s 8 times, Kev, at the gym. So,
What did you do?
but yeah,
exactly?
it just cracked right now. Going.
Yeah, mine.
But see, you need to. Mine's different because I'm strong. You need to strengthen your shoulders. So you should probably PT it. But I mean, I'll never throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm fine with that. But like, yeah, it cracks. It is what it is.
What
Yeah, I
did
don't
they
know.
say you tore? What's the
It's labrum.
Oh, it's the labrum.
But I don't know. I kind of like. You're right. You're 100% right. I need to strengthen them more.
Because mine, like they always like they try to scare you, like, oh, now that it's happened once, it's just susceptible to happen again. But I'll never have it in that. I mean, even if I'm playing like open gym, like I'm not that I'm like wary about it, but like I'm never
Gonna be going that hard in that, putting your arm in that position.
right.
Exactly.
But
Like-
see, like I feel like.
Like there's been a couple times like at Buxton and BBA where like I've gone and I'm like, ooh, that one was a little, like that was a little bit too much. But other than that, like, and I'm never. Now I was like when it first happened, but now at the gym I'm never worried about anything with range of motion or with it, because I was told I'm fine here. It's when I get out to here is when you worry. But if you're cocked and loaded here,
That hurts
Yeah.
right there. I got an MRI Monday, bro. Let's get surgery together, man.
Seriously. Though.
Surgery
no, honestly,
bros.
I was thinking.
Replacing shoulders.
I was thinking about it on the drive to the Roy.
Roy.
But
what about to the Gill? The Gill sounds.
The gill. I like both, honestly. I'll take you either way.
like obviously like it would suck to the surgery, but one, just like get it out of the way, because I'm a big like worrier and don't want to like have it in the back of my head. And if I'm gonna be coaching for the next
Decade plus.
yeah, I mean I want to throw overhead passes. I want to like
Exactly.
balls coming here. I don't want to
Half-ass.
Well, why don't you PT it? Because that's what I PT'd it for like a month and then go from there.
I don't know.
You guys have a good PT place you go to? Anyone you like? My PT guy fucking dipped out.
Ow.
Sick.
No, I don't have any like specific ones.
Yeah, this guy was like, he looked like such a douchebag. He was like the whitest guy you ever met, named Asher, and he like
Asher
but he
Roth.
was literally, but he was jacked out of his fucking mind, and he was like the coolest guy. I mean, he just sit there, shoot the shit while you work, and call you a pussy. And I was like, that's what I need out
you
of
need.
a PT. I don't need someone who's gonna coddle me. I won't get shit done that way. That's unfortunate though. It's unfortunate it happened in front of the guys.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to turn it into I don't want to go too catastrophe, but
A
like
turnaround
a
moment.
Kevin Ware moment, winning.
Oh my God.
Winning for coach, winning for
Oh
coach.
my
I was there for the
God.
chat. But
And then you guys got bounced the next game.
I don't know.
That was the next
Yeah,
game that
I
happened.
don't know that. Yeah, that's why I took it a little more personally, because I fucked up by getting hurt. But we're in the handshake line.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that guy?
Did he try to grab your arm?
Well, the kid was a prick, but I don't. I didn't see it happen. I saw you talk to the coach after, but
Is this at Pioneer?
No, this is at Christopher.
It's
Going,
against Pioneer.
Oh.
and like normal, and I'm pissed that we lost. So, but I'm just like, whatever. One of their guys comes up, like one of their like better players, and just full on slaps the absolute shit out of my hand, like boom.
Was
boom.
it your bad arm?
No.
Oh.
It was like he's like boom, 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 whack, and I'm like, I kind of like stood there for a second, and I was like trying to like I'm down, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I told the coach, I was like, hey, I don't know what the hell that was all about, but I fucking wanted to wring his neck.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, just out of nowhere.
That's tough.
Didn't have. Was he?
But then they beat WG, so hey, thanks for the league title. Fuckhead.
Oh shit! WG only had one loss. But it would have
No,
been
they had
just
two. They had two losses.
to you. Both to you guys.
Nuh-uh.
How does
They
that
had
work out?
no. They WG lost to us. They lost to Westmont, so they had two losses.
Oh,
and then we
going
had
into
that gave us our
Gotcha.
one loss, and then
Right. So it
They had
solidified
three.
it. So you didn't. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of, can we talk about the officiating at the Westmont?
dude.
So I walked. This is so good. So they
Was I not there for this game?
no. This was at Christopher.
Oh.
So I walk in and it's senior night, and
Is there anything worse? Senior night's so overplayed.
and the
Nowadays is way.
they have the freshman team playing, and I look and my dad is like pacing. I'm like, oh, what? And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, because they're one like they clinch it tonight if they win, and like the refs were like literally probably both 60s, mid 60s. One guy didn't get across half court, and Sachs was filming. I think they were like going to report him. So. Just they're official. Then my dad's like this is a really big game, and then there's like three like you guys, Pioneer, Santa Teresa, Will Glen, and Westmont. Those are good games. Those are very good games, very competitive, very physical games. I'm like, okay, these guys, this is way out. And then you told the guys like, hey, don't. I even told you, I'm like, don't get on these guys because they'll
Ring it quick.
literally. The Westmont JV coach, we're like literally like a minute in, and the one guy goes to me because I'm new to the book. Warning on Westmont coach, like literally for nothing, and I was like, oh my god, it was
because the assistant varsity
Oh.
was on the end of the bench, and he got up with a rag to wipe some water off.
Too many
and
coaches. You can't stand up as a.
He goes, can't have two coaches standing up.
warning. So I remember I'm like, oh god.
crazy.
Then the like probably the first quarter was so long. Then the like probably like 2 minutes later, and it was horribly officiated both ways, like both missed calls. I think there's a blatant missed foul call on you guys.
Literally, they're getting the ball. A guy jumps into one of my players jumps into his face.
Yeah.
And the loose no call.
No, it was no call.
I was standing up.
And
Did you say this is the
and
tone, boys.
the Westmont coach, like he didn't swear, but he was like, "Are you serious?" Like no call. Boom, teed up. I'm like, oh my god. Probably 4 minutes into the game.
Oh fuck.
Was this dude had already like it was already way too fast for him. So then a Westmont kid got teed up, didn't even say, I think he said like the ball.
The ball went off our guy's foot. They called it our ball, and he goes, it went off his foot.
Yeah.
And my dad was right there, and he was like, he heard
crazy.
everything.
So then it was pretty bad, and then the older white dude was really bad, and like literally there was a great game. It was neck and neck, and then his three freshmen out of nowhere went on a 10-0 run by themselves and pulled it off. It was awesome. But there was like a 3-minute exchange. There was you could have ripped someone's head off. There was not calling anything. Like literally, his guy like just getting hacked. So then I think like the Westmont hit a 3 to like cut it to 8 or something, and you guys were taking it out. It was like 15 seconds left. And this old guy, and I was pretty proud of my comment to him, but this old guy he's standing by the scores table, like it's not even his call, and Boog's running 4 across, and he gets the ball to
The travel.
yeah. Guy jump stops, catches it, like turn pivot. He's about to throw the pass. Travel, and like with 9 seconds left, and we're like, what? And then Westmont calls timeout. I think it draws some of them, cut it to 5, and nothing could happen. So the ref had come, and he's like cracking jokes to the little. I don't know if I told you this, to the little freshman kids.
That's crazy.
And he's coming up, and he's like, "Now, guys, did you see them make that call? His foot moved a little." And then the kids are like, kind of like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. And then he looked at me. Did you see that? I'm like, no, that was a terrible call. Like, his pivot foot stayed. That was a really bad call. And I'm like, I had bad eyes, and I could tell because it's across the line.
No way.
I was like, I had bad eyes, and that was really bad. And he was like, and like just walked away. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, we're all tired. No, I'm like, we're all tired of your shit, dude. Like it was really bad. I was like, no, that was bad. He kept his pivot foot.
That's fucking bad.
It was,
And then I think they got reported.
I hope.
It was.
I mean, I think you can blackball like 2 refs every year and just say never. I don't know about JV. That's the thing. Like
They're fine. They're fine if you want to do a freshman game or a low level or
Girls game.
I mean, if I was coaching, I'd have been like, don't quit your day jobs, and hopefully you guys can ref NJB on Sunday because that's
bad. Yeah, I mean, I know they're struggling to find refs, but it's like, there's got to be someone that you can call. You know what I mean? That's not that.
Yeah, but I held it together. I wasn't on him at all.
no, yeah, because if you would have been like a couple games, you would have gotten.
I thought he was gonna because I sent someone in to get the shooter. They ring the horn. I'm like, shooter, makes it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, shooter, and he like just looks at me, and I kind of gave like.
Well, and
I felt like he was glaring at me for like the next 30 seconds.
well, and these guys too, and like working me and the Westmont scores book person. Thank God she was there because every foul call and I look at each other like, did you get that like 40 or like? Because he'd be like foul back 40, and I'm like, what did he say? I'm like something. I'm like, what did he say? And he's like all the way through that. I'm like, dude, come on.
The table.
Yeah,
eye
exactly,
contact.
exactly. Make the effing call. Bad man.
That's bad. I feel like have they always had 2 refs for JV? I feel like for some reason we only had 1 back in the day. But
So I thought, was it just me or I thought we had 2 refs for JV and like they ref the JV and the varsity or no? My mom was like, no, you got a new refs for varsity.
Well, it
I think you
depends.
got new refs.
Sometimes they do, depending on the game. But what screws us is the freshmen.
right. They do
Right,
both.
okay,
They
yeah.
do both for you guys. But yeah, no, I think you get different ones for varsity because they would come in strolling in like first quarter and they would go.
The only time it sucks when you get varsity refs that are going to do both is they kind of just coast in our game.
Right.
Like
They're
they'll
like,
call
we got
the
real
blatant
one.
stuff, but like
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
And Pioneer, we had horrible refs too.
At Pioneer?
No,
At
like
Christopher.
literally, they throw a skip pass or they throw a pass, it tips off their guy's finger, goes out of bounds.
The tatted guy?
Huh?
The tat
both
guy?
Of them guys were bad.
Yeah.
Literally, both teams go to the other end of the court.
Start running back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, no,
yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And
That
I'm
guy.
like-
That
I'm
guy
like,
was
what?
really bad.
I'm like,
That was really bad.
Oh my! I'm like, you owe. I kept saying, you owe us one on that one. I'm like, you owe us one on that one. And then, yeah, the one guy was
The
horrible.
Mexican dude, right? Yeah,
The one
he
guy
was really
horrible.
bad.
And then I don't think it was a call. I think it was like we missed the layup. It was late in the game, and I just smashed the expo pin into a million pieces. And he's
on the court?
no,
Or like,
and then like the first bleacher right there, I just fucking spiked it, and then
did you leave a mark like your pops did in the fucking
I thought they were gonna
locker room?
because he saw me do it, and I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna tee me up," and then he's like, and I was like,
Me a hand up.
but I think it was because I was frustrated with like our guys. Not,
Right. Did you get any tees this year? Wow, that's pretty good.
Nice, it's good.
I was close at Sacred Heart
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
because I basically said, "That's what they teach here. They teach dirty shit."
Holy smokes.
Crazy fucking pull. I love it though.
Oh, God.
Just were they just dirty as a team? Just
Well, there was a
doing
little bit was Meeker back in the day,
sick.
riding him into a wall. Just they fucking pulled my guy down by his shoulders.
That is what they teach. Seems,
And the coach didn't greet me at all that game, so I was just like, fuck this guy.
what the fuck? That's kind of weird.
No respect.
No spect. But hey, fucking league champs.
That's
Here we
sick,
go.
man.
On to
Year
the
one.
next. Now we got a big game tomorrow night, and fucking.
Where's it at, by the way?
Christopher.
It's I didn't know if it was a neutral site. It said TBD.
It was supposed, but because they kept saying it was going to be at a neutral site, but I feel like that would have been on the schedule if it was. Like, they
Yeah,
didn't
true.
set.
It said TBD.
Damn, that's sick. I mean, how many times they beat them this year? Twice, only twice. It's
It's tough to beat a team 3 times.
Well,
if they get there,
win
it's
in
3
Westmont,
then 4,
It's going to have to beat Westmont 4 times.
which is even crazier.
Or
That'd be electric.
But that West.
fuck, that's a tough night for Dad.
Yeah, either way. Or a great night.
The
But-
Fezzy.
Fez. I totally forgot that we were talking my shoulder before. The guy from jiu-jitsu whose girlfriend checked the shoulder out. I go into his office and he works in Campbell. I'm like, oh shit, like how long you been in Campbell? And he's like, oh, a couple of years. He's like, oh, like, do you live out here? I was like, oh no, my parents both went to Westmont. Like, explaining it to him, and he's like, oh, you might know my old middle school basketball coach. He played at Westmont, and I was like, can only be one.
Yeah.
Johnny
So
Franz.
he went to Shibuya?
Yeah, I was like, you should. That's literally what I said. I was like, you Shibuya guy, and he's like, yeah. How'd you know? I was like, because Franz is my dad's best friend, you motherfucker.
Shibuya.
That's crazy. I was like, yeah, that's small world. Yeah, hella funny though.
Shibuya hella far, too?
It was pretty deep.
Yeah.
It's out there, but it's nice. The area
Is that the feeder into Westmont?
No.
it's
No.
Rolling Hills. Rolling Hills, the feeder.
Oh, he said that the Westmont was his. Oh, okay.
Exactly. He was like, oh, like he knew that his only Westmont connection was John Franz.
Johnny
So
F.
I was like, oh, wow, has
cool.
to be.
There's nothing better than meeting old Nicky at the Garrett afterwards.
Really? Is he out?
He's already 2 space dusty.
Oh, he's getting dusty.
Well, I told my dad, I'm like, hey, like,
Last night?
yeah. Because I'm like, Dad, just like, let me know if you want me, like, if you can get a ride out there, I can pick you up at the Garrett after, like, whatever, like, because I was going to go to jiu-jitsu, so I'll pick you up after, whatever. He's like, I'm going to see if I can get a ride with Nick. And then, like, 2 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I don't think I trust Nick's driving. He's like, I think I'm good. He's like, I don't know, man.
That's so fun. Guy's a crack up.
Literally the best. Played the best golf round of my life.
Ooh.
This past weekend, the Wanderers, man, have to sink everything. Have to put everything out. Shot
wow.
a 91.
I like that.
Oh, shot a 90. Oh my god, hilarious. You have to put everything out, and it's like I'm playing not great, not good by any means, but for myself, I'm like
Right.
I'm keeping everything. Drives are all pretty relatively straight findable. And Spring Valley last hole, I'm like 140 out on 18th hole, and I'm like, just got to finish this out. Like, if I bogey it, I shoot an 89, double bogey 90, like whatever. And so 180 out, I got it on the watch, and I 8-iron, and I just hit the fucking piss out of it. Just like, I'm not even swinging hard, but just flush it so good. And like, I see it, and it like hits the grass to the left of the green. I'm like, fine, but whatever. Mikey's hitting his shot. I just like wait for him. And then we drive up, and I'm like, can't find it. And 18's right next to hole 9, and there was a group of ball stealing looking people right at that hole, and I'm like, they stole my, like, I'm so like, I'm fucking irate. I'm like, they stole my fucking ball. Like, this is, I'm having some choice words in the car. I'm like, this is fucking like ridiculous. Like, I just need to finish this hole. Like, what the fuck? Like, can't find. Like, we're searching for like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes because it's like, you have to finish. You have to play everything. You know what I mean? It's like you put everything out. You see it all through. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm finally like they took my ball, but what do I like have to take a drop here? And so like just like pissed off, like finish the hole with double bogey. And so I shoot a 90, and I'm like, fuck me, like just so annoyed and like just my day was ruined. And so we're going, and we're at the cart putting shit away, and they're like, you want to go have a beer up at the thing? I'm like, no, but I guess I drove everyone here. I'm kind of, yeah, I guess we're having beer. So I go up there, and as we're walking up there, my dad's like, I found your ball, and I'm like, no fucking
Wow.
way. So I took an extra stroke on that, so I ended up shooting 91. But what happened is it hit the grass right next to it, and I found the divot, like after going back and like found the divot, and then it rolled down the cart path, like 40 yards past the hole. Was long gone. Long gone. And so I ended up shooting 91. But I was like, I mean, day was immediately ruined. Like thinking someone took my ball on 18. I was like, fuck, like had a great day, clean day. Like Mikey fucked me up on a couple shots, giving me bad yardage. I said,
typical.
hey, using my 8-iron. He goes, I would use 7 here. Rangefinder's got the slope counter, and he's like, it's saying 10 yards further. Hit it 10 yards past the hole. Would have been right. I'm like, are you fucking? He's like, don't blame me. I'm like, don't blame you. There's no one else to blame, motherfucker. You're caddying. But
We had a good night at San Pedro.
yeah, that was really fun. There's nothing
blitzed.
better than being a lightweight. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. I had a fucking.
You were
big-
blitzed? I thought you were fine.
I mean, I was fine, but like, definitely a little drunk. Like a big stein of Pliny, and it just right to the face. Oh, burrito was good. We went over to the place right next door after for a little bit.
The WAG.
Wow.
Jim had our whole futures planned out, and now it's all gone to shit.
I know. They offered me 10 grand less to come back to my job. Crazy.
So now Trough headquarters it's a Fugazi. It didn't exist.
Wait, what?
That house I wanted to get. Are you still in?
I low-key might be.
Actually?
Give me 6 months, but yeah.
Maybe someone could foot the bill there or help you out for 6 months. If Boog's in, Jim, you gotta take a dive here.
Like I said, this is absolute worst timing possible for me.
Me, you, and Big Mike at Garrett will sit down. We'll look at financials, see what we can do.
I'm sure he'd love that. Let's set a day. Let's do this.
And Nikki F just with a couple space dust for some.
Just vibes.
Nikki F might move in. Shit.
Vibes. Huh?
Nikki F might move in.
I love that.
Or BoogMeek. Boog, we got to get you on. Boog's in, I'm in.
No,
Wow. It's on the pod. Put that as the title. Boog's in, I'm
Boog's
in.
in, I'm in. That's the title. I forget the other one we said. Under the knife. Boog's in, I'm in.
Under the knife.
But yeah, I don't know. It would be nice. It would be nice.
I'm going to call him tomorrow and see what we can do on the price. Because I'm a born negotiator, Kev. You know that. So,
Can I bring you into my interview and just have you negotiate my
Born
salary?
negotiator and asked Ryder.
I was about
close
that
grandma.
was exactly.
so I would butter up Grandma. Had to have her eye close the deal.
Good cop, bad cop. Dude, there was nothing.
Yeah,
better
Grandma,
than
we're about heading out to lunch here.
Exactly.
Quick 40 spot. Look at Chipotle.
Boog's like, I'm gonna go get a New Jersey today. You don't mind if we used my grandma's money for the jersey? yeah, Grandma, we're gonna go get lunch. She's like, oh, don't. Here's $40. And Boog goes to the jersey. So good.
Navy Braun.
That's so fucking incredible. Oh, God. It's a good time.
Chessie.
She knew. She didn't give a hoot, man. She just had it.
She just wanted
Uncle
grandkids to be
Uncle
happy.
Siege is
She
not a
dished out
fan
20s
of
like they
it.
were Post-its, man. Like,
Who was the
Shit.
guy that was over there? What was his name?
Bobby C.
Robert Curley.
Which the old dude?
Yeah, the old dude that was
Or Gary, the guy who had wine with her.
Gary.
Dog guarantee.
Is he in heaven now?
I don't know.
I'm
He was a.
sure, actually.
Yeah, obviously. Like an old school one.
Oh yeah, like back in the Haight Ashbury.
What?
Yeah.
Him and then the guy.
Speaking of, Gary didn't want me to have the '89 Legend. Said it was too much car for me. Uncle Mark was like, yeah, it's
that's crazy. That's funny you say that. I was gonna bring up the other guy. Didn't he get the other car? The
town car.
Yeah, the Mexican guy that picked up her groceries and stuff like that.
Oh, Romero.
Yeah.
I don't know
what's
if
he doing these days. That guy.
Do you still clean your house or
You
not
got
anymore?
the Lincoln?
No, I think someone else did.
Oh, I thought for some reason I thought he did. But he was a crack up too. When you get him going, oh my god.
He was definitely a talker.
Yeah.
The and then we got into pool too late, but there we had that badass giant pool table.
Oh yeah.
And I think they just gave that away, or
That and then the popcorn machine that probably got popped once every 3 months, right there, exactly. We would go with me to pick up tables. You go, it's still good. I'm like, it's still good. This is a rubber pop.
That was said by all of us.
yeah,
Still good.
Still good. We get a handful.
just come on in, get some pop.
Nuts.
Good.
But fuck, you guys got anything before we close shop here? Boog?
I got a good story.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a little date night the other night,
Really?
Whoa.
and let's just say the J and C's were good until they weren't.
Oh no.
You're yakking?
Yeah, basically yacked at the chick's APT, and it was not
Welcome to
good.
the club,
It
brother.
was not good.
Post date?
Post date.
Oh.
I mean, I need a little more.
Yeah.
Where did we go?
Yeah. Whoa, strapped up.
I thought we were close. Let's get comfy, folks.
How many JCs we talking here?
Empty stomach. I mean,
Yeah.
that's-
I mean, dates. I'm never eating that much. I mean,
That's true.
You're-
Hey,
a little,
What'd you say?
Kev knows. A little nerdy. A little nerdy.
I was just saying, ruined a date night for me. Eating Law Vicks, had diarrhea. And it was I didn't shit the diarrhea. It was just like bubble guts for like
God, you hell. Oh,
3 hours, and then I was like,
Jim's a holder.
God. I was gonna say we've already gone into that
"Call
before.
me Jacob. I'm a holder."
Yeah. Holy moly.
That's the title. That's the title.
And no, I'm talking like the worst. And so you get to the point, and I'm like, I can't do anything because like if I release the clench of my stomach, ass, like it's over. And so like you're making out, and it's like, hey, like this can't go any.
You can't even get a nice little bone because you got.
Not even joking. Like
Your mental focus is completely elsewhere.
No bone, Kev.
Never talked again. Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack. So how many JCs? Where did we go?
Yeah,
Are we
planes.
JCs at her place? Are we drinking canned ones? Are we
No.
Were you at camps? Had to be camps.
Yeah, we went to that pizza place.
Blue Line?
Dopio Zero.
Doppio Zaro. Fuck, I wish I would have walked in and be like,
So I had 3 there, but the last one was like 90% Jack. And then
That's tough.
went back.
see, that's not many
Went back
too.
to
You need
her-
to.
went back to her place. and
Walking distance
She what?
to her place, or you?
No, oobed.
Oh, nice.
And then she poured me two doubles.
Oh,
I
Boy.
started to spin.
Oh my god!
that is incredible.
But yeah,
Wait, where'd you meet this girl?
childhood friend.
Oh, nice.
I have no idea who this could possibly be.
No, that's a LaMelo quote.
Oh.
No, I'll off pod.
Off pod.
That's fun. I mean, it's fun, like you said, it's fun until it's not. So you're throwing up. Did you make it to the toilet? Did you throw up on the?
Oh, you made it? Good for you.
That's good.
But I was like profusely sweating, just like
Oh,
Is she bringing you water?
no. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and then I was probably in there for like 10 minutes, and then cleaned everything. Like I don't even think she knows that I never.
There's no way you Meekers do not throw up quietly.
oh, I don't.
If I, it's
little ceiling fan on.
Trying to
But,
block that out.
No, so yeah, then I was like, I gotta go. But
There be a date too.
there was a date the next day actually. So
Wow.
chilling.
wow, she's a trooper. This might be the one.
Did you guys have a pants party? No, it's an Anchorman joke. It's all right.
No comment, but yes.
Yes. So many possible titles we can pull from. That's fun though. I mean, so back on. I mean, like nothing ever happened. Good terms. What did she say right away when you were like? I mean, she must have known. It didn't get brought up day two.
She knew that I was
Sick.
In bad shape.
Yeah.
Mitami, I see. Did you blame it on her and say you shouldn't have poured me those doubles? What the fuck?
No, because we came back, and I'm actually shocked that she didn't say anything to me because we came back here to let the dogs out.
Who let the dog?
And then we're Ubering back to her place, and I'm fighting demons in the Uber. I'm like,
Oh, already.
like it was bad.
Why not stay here? Just because of the
Player had the pickle here.
Schurzve and Lance?
Huh?
Just because of the
Yeah,
The
the old
eyes.
Lance,
exactly.
the old Benny Lance.
That's good. Nah, that's what a story.
That's awesome.
That is fun.
Good.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys a couple more things off pod.
Love that. That's the other thing. Living at home, it's so hard to do.
That's what I'm saying.
I
You're gonna.
know.
It's gonna be.
I know. I need.
We're gonna be smoking so much. Cut that. Cut that.
You do that, man. Not me.
Cut that.
What'd you say?
I said I don't even know what that is, dude.
I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, no, I mean, exactly. Like, there's no way you can go on a date and be like, hey, yeah, I still live with my parents. It's like, it's a touchy
It's
subject.
tough.
I don't know. I'm on the side of if you got enough Riz, you can make it work.
No, you can, that's what I mean. You can make it work, but like,
To a point, though.
exactly. Having to make it work is such a pain in the ass. It's like, what are we in high school?
Yeah. I said I'm like talking to guys about moving into.
I always, that's a classic.
Well, we had. I showed you the house, right?
Yeah, Clark.
Clark.
or
Clark boys.
Clark, boy, wow. The Trough headquarters, Clark.
Clark. Yeah.
No, but that's the classic line. Like, or a bunch of my roommates just moved out, so I just moved back home for a little bit. It's like all my roommates just went down to San Diego. It's like, fuck them assholes, man. Sorry. A little white lie, never heard nobody.
I like that.
Neville. But all right, any more good stories, Boog, before we Todd, Kev, you got any sneakers?
I had another rendezvous with 44, but yeah, it was bad though.
It's bad. You see, you keep saying that, but you keep going back
just
to
a
the
horn
one.
dog. The horn dog.
Can't help himself.
Willie Mack, 44.
Dude, when you retold that story watching the hockey game, I was pissing myself.
Yeah.
He told that story about the roommate, the one that he told on pod, but he told it for all the people like Mitch, Mikey, like Tay, like, and a bunch of them had never heard it before, and they were like incredulous. Like,
Dude wants me to tell it at the bachelor party, like story time night. And
I'm sure. See, that's the thing. You bring out one story, and then it's like someone else is gonna have one that's like, "Fuck, I wasn't gonna tell people this, but fuck it, if he's saying
It's a
it."
kumbaya moment. Everybody's just dishing stories.
I need to be that Thursday night just to get everyone juice and then get the Holsworth brothers, comfortable.
Is everyone's coming in Thursday, right? That's the plan, though. Like everyone will be in there. Thursday.
The one that's not coming Wednesday, yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell me that off pod too.
What?
That combo you said.
Oh yeah. I will. All right. Well, we good. We good.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time.
McGregor.
Peace.